Hey, y'all get in here. Get in here, get in here, please. Thank you so much. Thank y'all for being here. We got to talk. We got to talk. We got to talk. Glad y'all made it back. Hope everybody had a wonderful, wonderful, productive Monday. I hope you did. I did a little bit. I'm going to tell y'all what happened to me last night, too. I am. And my eye is still bothering me. So, yes, I am still without eyelashes. Um, I do apologize for, bringing mole rat realness because y'all know I ain't got no eyelashes about the face. I'm real naked and bald in the face. However, right now my eye is still bothering me. So, I have not put my lashes back on. I'm sorry in advance. Okay. However, here we go. Here we go. So we are back. Let me greet everybody who's here real quick, and then we're gonna get into the fact that Miss Thing done been caught lying again. She been caught lying again. We got to go back over that. We got to look at that clip. So a couple people sent me the video clip. One of our sisters from in here last night sent it to me, and a couple other people sent it to me. I do have it. I do have the clip of Brit Eady basically telling on herself. This is from way back, but she been caught in lies again. However, we got to go back over the audio from the day at the spa with Kenya and some of the things that Kenya said. And we got to go over that because that kind of contradicts the story that Brit Eady is now telling too. So she's been caught in quite a few of her lies. They just not, the lies ain't vibing. The lies are not vibing. They're not coinciding. They're not doing any of those things. So we got to get into all of that. Hey, Cali Dream, Lord, where you been? It's so good to see you. And shout out to the people in California. Was it San Diego that had the earthquake? I hope everybody's cool. I hope nobody's close to there. If you are, I hope you're good. So we got to get into that. And why possibly she lost her mind and wanted to attack Angela Oakley. I think there's a little bit more that we did not explore. And we got to discuss Jessie Woo because, honey, who paid you? Who paid you? Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all don't, but we gonna know what I'm talking about in just about a minute. Now, no, she did not make it to the thumbnail because she just ain't that important. Now, we gave her a little thumbnail action the other day because she was throwing a tantrum trying to center herself in this story. And it appears that she's still attempting to do just that. So we're gonna get into her and find out who paid you, girl. Like, what are you even doing? Honey, we got Miss Wu. Basically trying to excuse and make an excuse for Brit Eady's behavior. It's just not making sense. At all. Like at all. Mm, Hold on, y'all. Papa's texting. Okay. But yeah, I don't know, something seems weird with her behavior. Like she's really trying to justify Brit, like going all the way down to lying on Kenya. And I'm like, listen, Kenya's not the best person in the world. There's no reason to make up stories on Kenya. Kenya does a good enough job of making herself look bad. Why are we lying on Kenya more? But that's what I caught Jessie Woo doing today. And I was kind of like, what is this? Why are we doing this? And some of y'all probably gonna be like, well, Nitra, she lied on Nick Cannon before. I'm like, I understand. Let me just be clear. I understand that. But I'm trying to understand her motives for this. Like, this is getting weird. It's getting weird. So we're gonna discuss. And then one of the girls from Canada, since he or she, they, them, whatever, has decided to just act like one of the girls. Aubrey, the snow princess from Canada, has made it to the girls' gossip rags again because now Aubrey and his new lace front wants to fight. Now he want to fight. So we got to talk about that too. We got to talk about it. I spare no one on this porch. I make no apologies. Anybody who's sensitive, I, implore you to run now. I implore you, run now because, we spare nobody on this porch. Not a single solitary soul. That has always been the case. That shall forever and for always be the case. Okay, so y'all, let's go on and get into it. Let me greet who's in the house. Let me greet who's here. And then we're going to deal with what we got going on. Okay. 1 second. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. All right. So boom. We got Auntie Eva in the house. Hey, girl, thank you for being like number 1. Miss Patricia Joaquin is number 3. I'm glad you made it. All right, Miss Tampa, Florida. Carrie, sis, that's my sis from Emo, right? How you doing, girl? Good to see you. Aries Diva is in the house. Hey, now. Hey, now. Hey, thank you for being like number 5. Magaline Lamar, my good sis, is number 6. Quiet Storm. And our newest princess is number 7 now. She's asking y'all to please save your like number. You never know when you might hit the like lottery, so make sure you keep it. Okay, that's right. We ain't the Mega Millions. We can't pay your rent. We can get you a drink or a burger. There you go. There you go. My Christian Key is here. Hello, my beautiful. We got to talk. If I don't call you tomorrow, call me, because we got to catch up. We got to catch up, Christian. This is my girl. Y'all don't understand. This is old school royal family. She been here from the get-go. That's my girl. We got to catch up. Hey, Anel, how you doing? Mo, thank you for being number 9. You too, Taya. Hey, Taya. Delicia is number 12. Anel, thank you for being 8. Jenny Patterson, that's my bookie whoop. She number 10. Hey, now. D Crazy, D Amazing, DS is number 14. Running the reflection corner and running her mouth. She gonna do it. Yes, she is. Hey, Miss Lovely T. She number 17. Miss Niecy is 16. What up, Shabelle? Y'all make sure y'all giving me my bubbles, please. Can I get bubbles? Am I good for a bubble? The beautiful Chanel D Queen is in the house. Girl, how you doing? It's so good to see you. I love her. Love Chanel D Queen. That's my girl. Shannon Campbell is number 20. Amanda K is 29. Makeup Addict, how you doing? Okay. Hey, DM Rocks, how you doing? How you doing? Callie Dream, long time no see, baby. Thank you for being 29. What you say? Oh, Bravo let go of Botch Plastic Face. Who is Botch? You saying they need to or they have? Tell me, DM Rocks, what you trying to tell me? What up, Mac? What up, Mac? Love Andrew Mac. Mac is in the house. Jesse is so thirsty and is. And doggone it is. Miss Gigi is here. Hey, girl. You in the 30? You number 30. You say you in the bushes. Nah, boo, you in the skybox. We don't hang out in bushes over here. Bushes got mosquitoes and stuff. I know that's right. Gemini 10. You say my hair look good tonight. Baby, listen. Ain't nothing like a comb. I combed it today. Y'all can tell when I combed it because, I'll try to put it out the way a little bit. Thank you. Thank you. Say natural black hair, no weave, no offense. But to those who got the weave, I got black sisters and nieces. I understand. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with the weave, a wig, an afro, a silk press, whatever sister got, is beautiful to me. But thank you so much. I know that's right, Carrie. I thought that was my girl from Emo. I thought so. Hey, boo. Okay. Love her. Love her. Oh, I love you more. Thank you. Listen, we got to cook up some stuff. Sabra, welcome, Sabra. Thank you for being number 41. So, y'all, please hit the like button. Please send up my bubbles. Y'all know the bubbles is the circle with the heart emoji on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. When it pops up, whatever emoji you hit, it gives me bubbles. I need the bubbles. I love the bubbles. As y'all know, everybody ain't got coin, and that's cool. But how you really help us creators, especially Black creators, is engagement. So the like button matters, my bubbles matter, and your comments matter. That's why I don't care how crazy you get. Only rule, if you got to cuss, please misspell it. Don't disrespect anyone in the chat or me or my moderators, okay? Even if we got to disagree, let's do it respectfully. Let's remember we family, tongue and teeth fall out, kin folks don't. So let's all be respectful, okay? And we're going to keep our comments on the people that we talking about, roasting, dragging, or gossiping about for the evening, okay? That's all we doing. We ain't trying to hurt nobody. Ain't going to hurt nobody. We ain't trying to hurt nobody. Queen of Hearts, KS, thank you for being 41. Anna, Hey, Annabelle. Good to see you. So, yes, let's get into what's going on. While we waiting to make sure everybody hits that like button, because I do need the like button hit. I'm gonna need it hit. I'm gonna need it hit because I feel like it matters to me. It helps me, and I appreciate it. And I ain't too proud to beg. Okay, so let's get the like button ran up. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and cover that girl from Canada first. Okay, let's cover her first before we slide down to Atlanta, because apparently this girl from Canada, he, them, they got an issue with Atlanta too. They always want to run to Atlanta. So we're going to deal with them first. And then we're going to run to Atlanta like this girl here like to do. Mm-hmm. Yes. That's what we're going to do. But we're going to pull this chick up on the screen first. Mm-hmm. Mac, thank you for being like number 43. I appreciate you. I do. Let's share this screen. Hold on. Mm-mm-mm. 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 Mm-mm. Okay. So the first girl we got to deal with is this one right here. We got to deal with this gal here first. This is the first one we got to deal with. We don't even have a choice in the matter. Tracy Lashley, you say you number 52. I know that's right. Hey, girl, come on in, get comfortable. This is the first girl on the chopping block for the evening. Hey, U.S. Army Brat, thank you for being 47, love. Hey, Mary, where you been? Good to see you. This the first girl on the chopping block for the night. Okay, now this girl here, Aubrey, we got to deal with this one first. Now, we already discussed the fact that this heifer done went back in the dustbin and snatched that beat up wig out and put it back on. Y'all can see it through this. So apparently putting the wig on wasn't bad enough. So Aubrey done put the wig back on and then put a stocking cap on top of the wig. And I'm not even sure what this was supposed to do. I don't even know. But let's talk about it. So now this girl here from Canada, Aubrey, is back in the gossip rags because now he wants to fight. He was on the little Clearboy Aiden Ross's platform. We can't play no clips from there because I ain't got time for no copyrights from no strange clears. I don't have time for it. Okay. So he's on there with Aiden Ross and talking about boxing, and they're like, who would you box? And Aiden alluded to Kendrick, and he was like, oh yeah, I would. It could be behind garage doors and this and that. Basically, it wouldn't even take no money. I'll fight them for free behind closed doors. No. If you want to fight with people, you gonna do it publicly. Now she demonstrated his form where he was going literally going and like trying to throw his hands and waving his head back and forth, shaking his head back and forth while he was doing it. And I'm thinking, if that's what you're doing, my dear, you gonna get the stew beat at you. And I be John Brown if you're gonna do it behind closed doors. If you wants to get out here and pull hair and scratch, because that's what you're gonna do is pull hair and scratch. We can look at you and tell you about to do some overhand windmilling, hair pulling and scratching. You're gonna do it on pay-per-view so that all of us can watch it. That's what you're gonna do. That's number one. And begging for this young man's attention like this is real pathetic and pitiful. And I can't imagine why he want to fight anybody. Now let's just do it. Let's do a forensic examination, because we did this when he took the wig off the first time. We did a forensic examination of his scalp. Now we're gonna look at your physique. Why you talking about you wants to fight with Paula's son, okay, Sandra's son or Sandra's daughter, whatever the hell you are. Now you wants to fight with Paula's son. We're gonna first cover the fact that we know that Kendrick, that young man right there, is doing how many sets of 1,000 push-ups a day? He working out every day, running push-ups, all this stuff. And you sitting around drinking a whole lot of alcohol, taking pills, because we saw the pill bottles, the prescriptions with your name from 5 different doctors. So you pill popping and drinking allegedly, but not very alleged, because again, we saw the pill bottles. and you want to box with somebody who's actually in shape and not a pill popping drunk who sits up sipping on wine spritzers all goddamn day. Now, first of all, let's start at the top. Let's start at the top. You still got the Zimpy face. Your face still drooping. You done lost all your connective tissue taking the Zimpy. Then you stop. So you're gaining the weight back. You done already got you a double chin long in here. Already got your double chin going. You now have titties. So you got a double chin and some titties and some soft, doughy arms. And you want to fight somebody who is in shape and work out every single day. Listen, this is given. You know, I don't know whether this is an estrogen storm. I had that happen to me about a year or so ago, the estrogen storm, where the estrogen just be so high, and maybe that's what's going on. But listen, Aubrey, do not let your estrogen storm tell you that you can go fight somebody just because you're taller than them, because you're going through an emotional crisis, okay? Emotional or a hormonal crisis. What you had better do is what I did, which is go eat some dark leafy greens like kale, add some almonds into your diet, cut out certain types of meat that work against you, you know, getting your estrogen under control, and just stop this. You on the internet where everybody can see you talking about you want to fight. What you want to fight for? You claim you was a rapper? Ain't you supposed to be writing raps? We know you don't write nothing. We know you don't write nothing. We know that. I know that for a fact. Shout out to the Ville. Now, if y'all want to see proof that he don't write nothing, go over to that video that the Ville got up about Hidden Hills with Rick Ross. Y'all remember Rick Ross had dissed him before Lil Kendrick had dissed him. And he didn't respond to Rick Ross. Rick Ross had on that green plaid coat that had Hidden Hills on the back and was referring to the fact, remember, he told us he ain't like him because he sent a cease and desist for French Montana song where he did a verse where he himself said he got secrets hid in Hidden Hills. And then he did a cease and desist because he didn't want the song released. You didn't write it, because if you'd have wrote it, you'd have never mentioned the secrets you had at Hidden Hills. Somebody else wrote that. So go find some of them people that write your songs and get them to write you another song. Stop talking about fighting people and get that wig off your head. And putting a stocking cap on top of it is not going to make us think that you grew your hair overnight. This is stupid. But you know, I told y'all, now when he do something stupid, we're going to go on ahead and drag him out and drag him through there. And yes, I said what I said. You got the Zimpy face, a very pronounced double chin. Let's look at this chin. Let's zoom in on this. Look at this chin. He got the chin of a mother of three. You sitting up here looking like somebody's loose-titted baby mama, talking about you wants to fight somebody that work out every day, all day long, like he training to be in the next G.I. Joe movie. Aubrey, I advise you to get your hormones under control and stay the hell off our screens with this mess. You're not finna fight nobody. You losing the battle of the bulge, just like the rest of us menopausal girls. What the hell you gonna fight with? Go fight with that scale. The hell up out of here and take that wig off your head too. And I mean it right now, to get it off your head. Now, on to Atlanta. You know his favorite place to run when he gets in trouble. He likes to run down to Atlanta. Now that we down to Atlanta, let's get into what the hell going on with Kenya and Brit Eady. Say, you dreaming right now. Hey, thank you for being number 60. Say, white boy grasping at straws at this point. Go home, Roger. Not go home, Roger. He do need to go home, though. Sitting up here talking about fighting people. Who is you finna fight? You ain't fighting nobody. Auntie E would say, listen to Auntie Aubrey. She's giving you good advice. I'm trying, but he don't listen. It's like wisdom is chasing him, but he's faster. Y'all hit the like button. Please and thank you. Wisdom is chasing him, but he just faster. He just faster. That's all. DS say he need to fight with that wig, and do. The problem is the wig might win. Amanda K, and take some multivitamins. Get you some Centrum Silver. Take your apple cider vinegar every morning with the mother. That's the one you take. Get yourself under control. Stop getting on the internet saying stupid stuff. You're not fighting nobody. Now, let's talk about who wants to fight with everybody, or at least want to shoot at folks. Brit Eady. That heifer. So listen, That's right, Tracy. Tell them, Bubbles, please. We need Bubbles. So listen, first of all, this girl that sat up here and see Andy Cohen gonna get caught up too, lying with her. Oh, we did an investigation and she didn't have no weapons. Well, we begs to differ. We the people begs to differ. Hey, Tamika Graham, thank you for being number 61. We beg to differ. We do. So first of all, where do we even begin? Well, let's begin at the beginning, shall we? Let's go all the way back. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this beautiful bean footage. Let me pull it up. I'm just tired of people lying at this point. I don't want to play your bean footage, to be honest. I don't want to have to go back and show where you lying. You could just stop lying. I promise you could just stop lying. That sewing machine calling my name, and yet I'm over here having to deal with this him because you can't quit lying. Just will not. Just won't stop to save her life. If she don't do nothing, she gonna lie. Let me share the screen where y'all hear the lies this heifer told. Hey, A, that's right, Auntie Eva. We're going back down memory lane. That's where we're going. Thank you for being 65, honey. Okay. All right, let me try to pull myself down to the bottom of the screen to make sure it's big enough for y'all to see what's going on. And turn your sound up. It's got decent sound, but I want y'all to hear it because we're probably going to have to play it a few times to make sure everybody hears what she said, because situations like these, I do not like to paraphrase. I don't want to put any words in your mouth. I would rather not tell people what was said. I would rather y'all hear it for yourselves, okay? So, and then we're going to get into the people, because there's very few people I see online making excuses for this foolishness that Brit Eady has done. But there are some, and we're going to talk about that, namely Jessie Wu, since she just wants to center herself. And we're going to talk about exactly what she's doing and why it's so ridiculous, how problematic it is. And then we're going to have to discuss why on earth she might possibly be doing what she's doing. Because I'm wondering, what reason do you have to be engaging in the behavior you engaging in? Okay, so let's go ahead and make this as big. Can we make it bigger? I think, okay. This works. All right, y'all, turn your sound up.
Yeah.
Every time. And I keep my pistol with me always.
Security that's at the gas station?
I only go to gas stations that have security there. I only go to the same gas station if I'm in the city.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
every time. And I keep my pistol with me always.
Security that's at the gas station?
I only go to gas stations that have security there. I only go to the same gas station if I'm in the city.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
every time. And I keep my pistol with me always.
So did y'all hear her, or am I tripping? Did I hear her correctly, or am I the one losing my mind? Hey, Too Adorable, thank you for being 65. Did I not hear her correctly? Did she not say I keep my pistol with me at all times? Is that not what she said? Amanda K said unless they were outside that night and patting people down. How was there an investigation? It was on camera of what Brit said. Exactly. Hey, my sweet, thank you for being 67. Yeah, she said all the time. I heard right. Okay, thank you. Because I was wondering, I'm like, am I, I done been through a lot. I can't promise that my ears are as sharp as they used to be, but I could have swore that she said that she keep her pistol on her all the time. Let's let her say it again. Max say he got a theory about Brit. I'll share after. Child, share anytime you get ready, because TT gonna put it right up on the screen so everybody can see it. Let's let her say it some more. I want to make sure everybody hears something called rich and unemployed, uncut. Child, look. How were you rich and unemployed? Because you were selling stuff, and I don't know that it was insurance. Because we're going to get into what Kenya actually said, the audio from that too, while we're at it, okay? But hold on, let's let her say it again.
Yeah.
Every time. And I keep my pistol with me always. Always.
Security that's at the gas station?
I only go to gas stations that have security there. I only go to the same gas stations if I'm in the city.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
every time. And I keep my pistol with me always. Always.
Security that's at the gas station?
I only go to gas stations that have security there. I only go to the same gas stations if I'm in the city.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah,
every time. And I keep my pistol with me always. Always.
Security that's at the gas station?
Okay, so y'all get the point that we trying to make here. Hold on.
I only go to gas stations.
Okay. Now, this is from, I think they said back in 2022, just like we saw back in 2022, somebody was complaining or took to the internet to complain and to voice their frustration with her on Instagram, bragging that she was looking for someone to use her Glock on. Now this is the same person telling her she's never had a pistol. She don't use pistols. She wouldn't hurt nobody. She don't have no pistols in her car, but yet we have her in her own words out of her own leather face saying, I keep my pistols on me. Now, I'm not judging her for that because I've always got a heater, but you know, me being a Florida girl and not a corny leather sock puppet, I would never go anywhere, number one, and threaten somebody with a pistol for no apparent reason. I wouldn't threaten anybody, period. If it was life or death, you would just know it's life or death, right? Number two, I would never go around lying saying I don't have something that I'm told. You're not going to know I got it unless you need to know I got it. I'm not going around bragging and broadcasting, but I definitely would not be corny enough to be on the internet talking about I've never had that when this is right here. Like, I'm not understanding why this girl cannot keep a story straight. Like, we will lie, baby. Don't we lie? Oh my goodness. I know our girl, what was that? Wasn't that our girl Shirley Murdoch? As we lay. Honey, she said as we lie. Shirley said as we lay. She said as we lie. She forgot about tomorrow as she lied. She forgot about it. Quiet Storm says, so does the lion spirit run in Mia's family? She might actually be related to Mia. They could be cousins round about the face. They could. Mm-hmm. Yes, that's right. She's the lion, a liar. That's right. You dreaming right now. That's the right way to call it. Hey, Ashley Boo. Thank you for being number 25. I'm glad you made it. Where is Michael? Where is Michael? Andrew Mack said, why does Brit keep her pistol on her always? Why is her husband always around and wants to know where she's at? Could there be truth to the insurance fraud whole allegations? Who she done did wrong? That now, you know, Mac, those are all pertinent questions. And we gonna come back to that because I like all these questions. One, why you always got it on you? I know why I always got it on me because people stupid. And I just, you know, if I need to cure you, I want to be equipped. Okay, be always ready. Okay, why is her husband always around the corner and want to know where she at? Very good question. And there could be truth to the insurance. Could there be truth to the insurance fraud whole allegations and who she done wrong? Those are indeed the pertinent questions, nephew. DS says she lies like that mattress on her back. You know what? I'm so glad you opened up the reflection corner. Take about 30 seconds in there and arrange the chairs and put the snacks out. Bianca Beautiful is in the chat. The head archangel has landed. Happy Monday. Lord, you dreaming right now, said husband equals pimp. I'm done. Not husband equals pimp. Prognosis. Hello, gorgeous girl. Thank you for being number 74. I'm glad you're here. Do feel like Christmas a little bit. Got the elm. Hold on. Yes, the reflection corner. Because y'all know y'all crazy. And we're going to give y'all, you know, a few seconds to think about some of that crazy stuff y'all be saying in my chat. I want you to say it, but sometimes y'all got to take a few seconds to, you know, breathe, exhale, you know, behind some of the stuff y'all say. But with that being said, these are the lies that she told. If you don't have a pistol on you everywhere you go, Brit, If it's a lie, you told it, baby. There wasn't nobody else's mouth. That was your mouth. Hey, Yolanda Franklin, thank you for being 73. I'm going to let her say it one more good time, and then we're going to move. We move to the audio of Kenya on the faithful day. Okay? On the faithful day that Brit act like her whole life boiled down to her singing karaoke for a boy in high school and cam work at 20. Because that's what she said. Now, y'all, if y'all remember her saying those were the two things that she's done, the only two things that she's done that was so shameful that she was sitting up there crying, looking like, the leather on her face was tightening by the second. Okay? If y'all heard her say that, put your number in the chat. Matter of fact, put a 6 in the chat if you heard her say that on last night's episode, that she sung karaoke for a boyfriend as a teenager and did cam work in her 20s. Put a 6. That this was all about. Okay? That's what I heard her say this was all about. Hey, Sweetness Johnson, how you doing? Let her say this one more time. Hey, Leslie Love. And then we gonna move. We're gonna move. Okay? You better move. We're gonna move, honey. Let's let her say it again, and then we're gonna move.
That have security there. I only go to the same gas station if I'm in the city.
Yeah.
Every time. And I keep my pistol with me always.
Security that's at the gas station?
I only go to gas stations that have security there. I only go to the same gas station if I'm in the city.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Child, and them baby hairs is tragic. Baby look like she been tragic. She ain't just get tragic on this show. Tragedy is her middle name. So now we gonna get to Miss Kenya, honey. We gonna get to Sister Moore. Because y'all know Sister Moore showed her tail down to the salon. Yes, she did. And we gonna let her, regale us, if you will, with this audio. We're gonna be regaled with the audio. We heard it at the time. That is how we found out that there was indeed a male organ on one of the pictures, because somebody in the background yelled, "That's a Enos pay." Right? So we're going to play this again. And there's a reason I'm doing this. And I want y'all to listen very, 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 very well. Because the reason I'm doing this is because we're going to get to some of the things that were exposed and said and shown. It was not as simple as you singing karaoke for your boyfriend as a teenager and doing a little cam work in your 20s. Because I can look at you, madam, and know that you are not in your 20s. No, ma'am, you are not. You've left 20s alone. Okay, Bianca, I know that's right. Don't you be typing and driving. So y'all get ready. Turn your sound up, and I'm going to turn it up as loud as I can, and we're going to listen very carefully to exactly what Kenya was exposing. It was not just, oh, you did something as a teenager and some cam work in your 20s. That ain't what all went on here. Okay? Let's get into it. I don't know why people bother lying like ain't no proof or nothing. What they lie for, y'all? Why? Have mercy. Let me turn the sound on. Okay. Ready, set, go.
You are paying for all Brittany does escort.
She said Brittany does escort.
There's an IG for her emails out on Flash. She charges $1,400 for appointment.
There's an IG. Wait, let me run that back, because she said somebody from on IG put it out. Let's run it back. Let's make sure we're hearing her right.
She charges $1,400 per appointment.
Now she charging $1,400 per appointment. Okay, hold on. So somebody on Instagram put her emails on blast. Okay, so we talking about some escort work, and somebody on Instagram, I guess, got mad with Brittany and put her emails on blast, showing that she is charging $1,400 a wop. Okay, 14. Now I don't know about y'all. But I feel like your pride should cost a little more than $1,400. I feel like your pride should cost a little bit more than $1,400. I feel like $1,400 is decent money when you a kid. You know, I could see a child thinking $1,400 is some good money. You know, it's some of these girls out here that's, you know, making good money off these men. And remember, this is what Brit said. Brit said that she was always with rappers and ballers. Then they was giving you $1,400. Even Aubrey, with his double chin and titties, was buying girls cars and stuff. He paid $1 million to get that one girl out of trouble with the law, and then she ran off with the basketball player. So you mean to tell me, according to Brit Eady, she messed with rappers and ballers, and she was getting $1,400 a wop, like she fresh out of high school, and you've been done with high school long enough that you could have started a nursery. Okay. All right. Let's let Kenya finish talking. Kenya finish talking. Yeah, she, you know, I ain't gonna say the cheapest of hoes, because she didn't say $40 in a fish sandwich. She said $1,400. But I'm gonna say that you're very thrifty. You're budget friendly. She's a budget friendly hoe. Shout out to the budget friendly hoes. Shout out to you. Everybody gotta eat. It ain't stealing. Okay. Let's go.
You not only a hoe, you a cheap.
Now, can you call her a cheap hoe? I didn't say that about her. I said budget friendly. Can you call her cheap? Say you was on the cover of magazines being a thought. Okay.
All of those. Oh, yes. Okay. You over here on Snapchat. Your daddy was like, Snapchat me that pussy, and you did.
She said you was over there on Snapchat, and your goddess said, Snapchat me, your monkey, and you did. Now, she said the other word, you know, I try not to go there. Every now and then it might slip out. But she said that you did. So Kenya didn't just talk about what went on as no teenager and some cam work in your 20s. She talking about your magazine work. She talking about your escort work, that she got the emails from where you was charging $1,400 for an appointment, which I think is a very generous way of saying for, you know, 14 a wop for a roll in the hay. She said an appointment. So shout out to Kenya for at least using one good euphemism, because everything else she went straight up underneath the sub basement of the gutter. But at least she said appointment instead of a romp, a roll, a screw. She went to appointment. So shout out to Kenya for at least finding one euphemism in the middle of all this sordid mess. Okay, so we listened to that for a very specific reason. Hey, Prince B, yeah, $40 in a fish sandwich. Now that's what you call cheap. You know, it's some girls out there that'll let it go down, you know, for $40. I know some girls that'll let it go just for the fish sandwich. You know what I'm saying? In a natural light. You know, I'm from Ocala. I done seen some things. I've seen some things. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so now, yeah, Renee, we got to get into it. Christian said, I can't stand Kenya, but that cracks me up. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's so much more interesting when you don't really care for either person. You can call it down the middle and you could just tell the truth, right? You could just tell the truth. Say, and yo got it asked to Snapchat that P within the last 5 years. That's recent, ma'am. That's true. But you stop texting. That's true too. Stop texting. But yes, this is recent stuff. But she trying to pretend on the screen that this is all ancient history and trying to make like, oh, she put out, you know, stuff from me when I was a kid and this and that. Girl, the only person you need to be mad at about what went down when you was a child is your mama. Because why the hell was your mama letting you be, in your words, a big video vixen in high school? Girl, listen, when I tell you, wild horses, waterboarding, Chinese water torture, ripping out my nail beds, couldn't have made me tell that. I wouldn't have told nobody my mama ain't like me like that. Not a soul. Not me. Not for nothing. Okay? Not for nothing. To Adorable say, remember what I said? She was selling cat. Makes sense why they needed a GoFundMe. No, discount cat. No, that still don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. It's given she ain't had that many customers. But I told you before when she said that, something about the story didn't add up, because according to her, she messed with rappers and ballers. One of them could have paid for your daddy's whole funeral and still took you on a vacation. I know dope boys that'll do that right now. Right now. So it's not adding up to me. Her stories, in anytime, just from my experience, anytime somebody's telling you a story and the pieces don't add up, it's because you're lying. It's because you're lying. That's all. You say rappers are gift rappers. I mean, she messed with Rick Ross, so I guess now she gonna pretend like all the rappers like her. But, you know, Rick Ross gonna get you some toilet bowl porcelain on your teeth and leave you alone. That's what Rick gonna do for you. Buy you some stuff while you're there a little bit. He's not tricking off like that. Girl, you know the men not paying for personality, right? You know that, right? I think sometimes good girls forget that, because, you know, y'all are good girls. I think sometimes good girls forget that. Them men ain't buying personality. They buying tail. Hey, Rochelle, thank you for being number 85. They better let them girls talk. They don't know what kind of personality they got. Hey, Lisa Triggs, thank you for being 83. So now, let's talk about what's being said. Not only is she saying, y'all, that those were the only two things. Them was the only two things that she had done, and Kenya was trying to humiliate her using that stuff and all that. It's giving a whole lot of things went on here, baby. Kenya was talking about recent stuff, like Bianca say, in the last 5 years, Yo Gotti asked to see your Holy of Holies, and you sent the picture. Imagine a man. First of all, we got to talk about why a man was comfortable enough to ask you for that. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some sort of an interaction that made him believe it was okay to ask that question. Case in point, the average gentleman who meets me is not going to believe that he can say, Miss Nitra. First of all, the fact that you got to call me Miss Nitra is going to let you know you can't ask me to see nothing on my body. Nothing. Because that's when holy hands start turning into holy fists. You know what I'm saying? And instead of blessing the devil out you, I might knock the devil out of you. So ain't nobody going to walk up to a lady who has not first presented herself that way to ask such a thing. That's number one. What kind of interactions had you had with this man to make him feel as though it was acceptable to even ask you for a picture of your Holy of Holies? That's number one. And number two, why would you, in the last 5 years, ma'am, send him via Snapchat a picture of your Holy of Holies? What reason would he have to be asking for such a thing? For such a thing. A man can ask you for a picture of your Holy of Holies, but you needed a GoFundMe to bury your daddy? Oh, Brit. Oh, Brit. I don't even want to speculate on how that happens. Hey, Latrice, thank you for being number 88. Hey, nephew, I'm glad you're here. We talking about this lion, Brit Eady. We talking about this lion here for him. Say she might still have that kid mindset. I ain't buying it. This helper just lied to Adora, but she just lying. So we finna share the screen again because it's something else that went on. And we saw pictures, but we didn't get the audio. And people are like skirting around this information. And I think this ties into why she acted so ugly with Angela Oakley on last night's episode. Let me share the screen again. We shouldn't even have to do this. The fact that this girl lies so much that we got to constantly go back and dig up her lies gets on my nerves. This is not being discussed. And the question is why. So Kenya had a board that said insurance fraud hoe. Y'all remember this? She had a board that said insurance fraud hoe. And so we can't see what's written on it. You know what I'm saying? I wish we could. It don't matter how big we make it. Like you make it bigger, it actually blurs the smaller stuff. My eyes is good, but they not that good no more. So I can't make out what's being said. But these are not pictures, and they keep trying to act like the only thing that Kenya had was pictures. No, and this is not stuff that she wrote. This is stuff that she went and printed off, blew up, and put on this here board that says insurance fraud hoe. So why are we not discussing the insurance fraud? Why is everything just by you were singing karaoke and did cam work? First of all, ma'am, you were selling Cooter Pop for $1,400 a wop. 14 a wop, make the body pop. Now, that's what you was doing. And you done showed Yo Gotti your holy of holies. Yo Gotti ain't came out one time to say, no, it wasn't me. I didn't ask for it. You did it, and he did it too. Now, this is starting to make more sense as to why this is why she was showing out with Angela Oakley, because Angela flat out called out. She called out, hey, that don't make sense. Why would them people take your license for some rumors and some pictures? Like, for what cause? She just asked a fair question. At the end of the day, if somebody's like on your side, you want people to be on your side, like Nationwide, ma'am. If somebody say for what cause, if you on my side, you gonna say, well, what the hell they do that for? No, friend, for what reason? But she immediately got angry because she knew why she might have been under investigation. She wasn't under investigation about showing no Cooter Pop. No, you was under investigation behind these allegations about you being an insurance fraud hoe. And I want to know what the insurance fraud is. Hey, Kane TV. Hey, is that Fatu Senko? Are you new? Welcome, welcome. She said, well said, Brit lies and lies. She's evil. She's the evil, dangerous hater. Yes, she is, baby. Welcome. Oh, P.S. Anybody who's new, this your first time live, please put first time or FTL in the chat so we can welcome you personally and individually, because we happy to have you here. Fatu, if it's your first time, baby, welcome. If not, welcome back. Okay. Now, so this is the thing. This is where the issue comes in. It's like she didn't want Angela to ask questions because she didn't want to talk about the insurance fraud of it all. This was the issue. What is the insurance fraud that you did? You did something. Now, I don't know what it was, but you did something. You did something. Now, them other boys, we don't know what it was. We saw this last year, but we didn't know the extent, and we assumed that when the show came out, they were going to address what the insurance fraud allegation was, but all of a sudden we're not. And my thing is, I don't care if she got a lawyer schmoyer. And at the end of the day, everybody who break the law and come on Bravo end up in jail. Simon got picked up by ICE. Teresa Giudice and her husband did time. They had the one over there in Salt Lake City, Jen Shaw, the one that wanted to try to out the black lady. Now she in the Fed. Didn't want them get in trouble over there in Beverly Hills. So if you did insurance fraud, ho, you did insurance fraud. Ming Lee told you could delete your hoe. You can't delete no insurance fraud. That's what you can't delete. Not that I know of. B, you home? Okay, that's what's up. A, thank you so much for the super chat. My first support of the day. Thank you. Say, although they were both wrong, if they highlight the insurance fraud, there goes the victim spin Bravo trying to pull. Hello, good night. Now that's where I'm going, nephew. That's where I'm going. So dig this. Right. She was investigated before this, I believe. I believe so too. Because something is real funny here. Why would they be investigating on account of some coochie pictures? What that mean? You could be a hoe and sell insurance. And I've never heard of anything in any state that says if you sell insurance while selling coochie, you could lose your license. I ain't never heard of that because it don't exist. Max say, why would they be investigating her for allegations of being a hoe and having explicit pictures? It ain't like she a teacher or a politician. Hello? And from what we seeing with these politicians, apparently that don't matter. Right. She'll be in a cell with Karen Huger because Karen got her DUI. She doing her time. Everybody doing their time. Okay. Ain't nobody doing life. Thank God. Quiet Storm said it ain't really my first time. I just thought I could be sympathized with Brit, but lying ain't for me. I know that's right. Okay. You say selling insurance as a couple for the whole activities. I mean, do what you got to do. But I feel like that's the reason why she was so mad at Angela Oakley for saying, for what cause? They have to have a cause. They can't just take your license, girl. She immediately got defensive and started being rude and nasty and then quoting Kenya. Why are you quoting Kenya? It's like it's given obsession at this point. It's given obsession. DB said, I don't like how Porch is defending her, though. You don't even know that girl like that, but anything to dig at Kenya. I don't think she digging at Kenya. That ain't what I think she doing. But it could be. I could be wrong. Girl, I know you got, listen, you got to have your fun where you have it. You got to have your fun where you have it. I know you tired. Yolanda say, my mama would have skinned the melanin off my big butt cheeks to make them look like they were beefing with each other instead of getting along. I'm done. So listen, now let's get into who is really defending her tooth and nail. And that would be Jessie Woo. Now I told y'all before, for whatever reason, Lil Jessie is breaking her neck to center herself in this situation. And at first I was just like, oh, she just wants some clout. But now I'm kind of wondering, what is this really about? So she went live today again with King of Reeds. And y'all know I love Justin J. Shout out to King of Reeds. Shout out to Justin J. I love him for real, for real. More times than not, I agree with him. Every now and then I be like, Justin, for real. But you know I don't agree with nobody 100% of the time. That's just me. But I love Justin. Jessie, I'm giving the bombastic side eye. Criminally offensive side eye. So she sat on that platform today and she said, she basically, hold on, let me get my notes. Because this was the main stuff that she said that was doing something to my nerves. So she was like, oh no, Kenya shaded her with the comment about the ring. Ain't nobody felt this way. Nobody. Can't nobody justify that because Kenya ain't did nothing to her. Mind you, she's saying this after leaving out. Brit was the one who brought up marriages. I'm going to type it in the chat. I want y'all to just join me and type this in the chat. Okay? Brit was the one who brought up marriages. This is where I'm at. So by the time, don't be promoting nobody else stuff in my chat. Don't do that. Go on and erase that comment. But Brit was the one who brought up marriages. This is the problem that I got with all of this. Why is it? It's very few people that are defending Brit in the first place. Very few. But Jessie Woo, you want to use the fact that you have some kind of a loose connection to Candy and you've been around her little circle a couple times and you were allowed to come to a couple of cast events to give you validity to defend this girl and pretend like Kenya did something to her. Girl, stop. Stop. I'm just going to say it. Stop. So she sat up there and said, well, Kenya really was shading her when she mentioned that ring. How is that possible? If Kenya walked up out the blue and said, ooh, I see your big old ring, where your band at? The girl never did that. The conversation was what it was because Leatherface said, ooh, it's housewives, but everybody getting divorced. How many divorces we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She was the one counting divorces. It was her. Kenya only asked about your ring. We talking about, she was like, oh, okay, so, basically which bucket you fall in, ma'am. We haven't everybody talking. So what's the problem? She said that Kenya was hazing the girl and bullying the girl. I'm like, wow, where did you even get this from? Hey, Anna Filson. Yep, this your second time. Well, welcome. Since we didn't get to welcome you last time, girl, let me say welcome now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm so glad you're here. So I'm trying to figure out, like, where would you even get this from? Like, are you really okay? Are you really okay? What exactly are you saying? Right. Most of the women on there have been married and divorced or both or whatever. So it's like, what are you, how is it that Kenya was shading her or bullying her? Kenya was going along with the conversation that was there. Kenya didn't take over the conversation. She didn't try to overshadow the conversation. She simply went with the flow of conversation that she did not initiate. So I'm like, okay, now Jessie Woo is messy and sometimes not that smart, but she ain't that dumb. She know what she doing. She know what she doing. Okay. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But let's keep looking, right? So then she goes on to say, and this is after she said that she was hazed. Then she went on to lie on Ming Lee. Now, that's not to say we know what Ming Lee told Kenya, didn't tell Kenya, if she pointed her in the direction of the mess, gave it to her, didn't give it to her. We know, hey, totally Tammy, that we went over what the exchange between Ming Lee and Brit Eady. Okay. We know we went over that exchange. We went over that exchange very clearly. Okay. So let's just go ahead and go through it again, since people want to lie. And I just don't know why. I just cannot imagine for the life of me, what is the purpose of telling lies when we can always, go back and pull up the info, right? So the exchange between Ming Lee and Brit Eady went as such. I want you to bear in mind, while I'm reading this exchange, Jesse Wu sat here and said, hey, Camille Fun, Jesse Wu sat there and said that, well, Ming Lee said she wasn't drunk and then admitted to what Brit Eady said. At no point did Ming Lee admit to anything. Jesse Wu lied on that girl, and I still want to know why. Anna Filson, thank you for being number 91. Because by the time you making it, you making sure we know that you have some kind of connection, even if it's loose as hell, to this group of people, so that you can try to give your words validity. But why do you want to give a lie validity, honey? Did somebody pay you? Did she hand you a couple dollars? What we lying for? Sweet beloved, thank you for being 93. Now let's read the exchange between Brit Eady and Ming Lee one more time. Let's read it one more time, okay? This was after Ming Lee had said, anything she got from the internet, it did not come from me. Brit Eady jumped in because, hey, she reading what's on the internet. Now, of course, they tried to spin it this morning as, oh, if you hear somebody lie, you're going to jump in. No, she jumped in because the internet there were some people on her side on the internet who were blaming Ming Lee, and she wanted to keep the blame on Ming Lee. I don't think she's sure exactly how Kenya got what she got. However, she wanted it to be on Ming Lee because she got a problem with Ming Lee. So let's read. Let's, go through together. If y'all want to go to Bravo Shade Room, it is there. I think Neighborhood Talk got it. Various people on Instagram have it. Y'all can read along, or you can trust my reading. I promise you I read well. Brit Eady, Leatherface, said, internet didn't tell Kenya anything because where is it all over the internet? Ming told me herself, all caps, in a drunken night at an event in Miami for a whole hour. She has saved explicit images of me in her phone. She has saved explicit images of me in her phone, saved for a rainy day. Why did you use save twice? Very weird, in parentheses. To admit to, she ain't innocent either. Can't help we dated the same people. You dated one person. Rick Rouse is big, but he is not a bunch of people. He is literally one person. Totally Tammy is a new Royal Family member. Welcome to the Royal Family, Totally Tammy. Hold on, I'm going to stop and put it in the chat. And I want y'all to spam her with welcomes and crowns in the chat too. Welcome, 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 sis. Make sure I have your birthday because we celebrate birthdays around here, okay? Please and thank you. Okay, so that's what she said on the internet, right? When she was trying to make sure she kept Ming Lee in it. Remember who put Ming Lee in it? Jesse Wu put Ming Lee in it. Ain't nobody else put Ming Lee in that. So she wanted to keep Ming Lee in it. Now y'all starting to see where I'm going with this. It's not adding up. So Jesse put Ming Lee in it. Ming Lee straightened it. Was like, nah, I ain't did none of that. Like, don't put me in that. Anything Kenya got, she must have got it from the internet. Mind you, Ming Lee, I don't remember Ming Lee saying it was all over no internet. She just said she got it from the internet. We're going to deal with that too in just about a minute. But she made this claim and saying that she told me that she had stuff saved in her phone. If she had stuff in her phone, you said she told you she had stuff in her phone. That don't mean she gave it to anybody. right? Now, remember, Jessie Wu just this morning said that, well, Ming Lee admitted to what she said. She didn't admit to anything. Now, let's read what Ming Lee actually did say, not, somebody lying on her, because I don't know Ming Lee, Ling Lee, Jing Lee, and nobody else. Okay? However, it's not cool to lie on nobody. So this is what Ming Lee actually did say. I wasn't drunk. And what I said verbatim was, if I had, she never said once I gave anything. She said, if I had given those pictures or videos to Kenya, it would have been the ones I have in my phone of you at that party. So it wasn't even like, oh, it's saved for a rainy day. It was like, girl, you forgot I was at that party and I got you on the phone. If I was going to give out anything, it would have been that, if I was going to give out something on you. Okay. So she said it would have been the ones I have in my phone of you at that party. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. Those are not on the internet, nor have I ever shared or shown them to anyone. And in parentheses, she said, and I've had every phone since 2011. A lot of us do, right? Brit, you're 1 year younger than me, so you were well over age. And this narrative that I'm mad because we dated the same person, you see, she made sure it was person, because it ain't no people. You ain't crossed paths with her but one time, and that was Big Belly Rick Ross, okay? She said, because you saying that your narrative that I'm mad because we dated the same person is complete BS, okay? One of my best friends used to be his fiance, which you were cool with before you even dated him. So stop it. I don't have a problem with you, like I said to your face. So apparently she had to tell her to her face because she was trying to pretend like the girl had a problem, because why would that come up in regular conversation, right? Y'all read the context clues, which I said to your face. And I would never leak or share any pictures or videos of you. Now, she sat up there with Justin J, had him going along with it, talking about some, yeah, she should have said that she would never. The girl clearly said, I would never. She said, and I would never leak or share any pictures or videos of you, period. You had a past, so what? That's what Ming Lee is saying. She said, you had a past, so what? Just tell everybody your hoe got deleted. And you're married now, FYI. And that image from that video is still on the internet as we speak. So she's telling her the image that Kenya had, not only did she get it from the internet, it's still on the internet, is what she's saying. As she said, as we speak. Like I said, the internet told your business, not me. Now leave me alone. Now y'all tell me in the chat, which part of Ming Lee's response admitted to anything that Brit Eady is accusing her of? If you heard in that response anything that admitted to something that Ming Lee is accusing, that Brit is accusing Ming Lee of, please put a 1 in the chat. If you heard no admission whatsoever, please put a 3 in the chat. I'm putting my 3 because I ain't heard that. But we're going to get into the dirt of it all. Yeah. We're going to get into the dirt of it all because there's some dirt here. I see some 3s because I ain't heard no admission. So now we got to get into the gossip getting to the net. Who bringing certain gossip to the net? What's your motive for bringing the gossip to the net? And who you bringing it for? See, now I'm interested. Because, see, before it was just, oh, she said, she been around him, so maybe that's how she got it, yada, yada. We was just going to take it at that. I wasn't going no deeper, but now I got questions. Hey, Creepy. Now I got questions. Exactly, B. Regardless of how she got the pics in the phone. Hell, she was at the party. That's how she got it. She's saying she pics to Kenya because it would have been exclusive, not stuff that's already out there. Hello, good night. Jessie Wu online trying to play with slow people. She trying to play with people who ate lead paint chips as a kid. Those of us who mamas gave us Flintstone vitamins and rubbed us down in tallow so our skin stayed pretty, you can't fool us. You can't fool us. It's not doable. You can't fool us. So now let's get down to what's starting to make a little bit more sense. Now, y'all, I'm going to tell you what it looked like to me, because I noticed today she pulled the same stunt she pulled the other day when I called it out about her trying to center herself in the middle of this mess going on with the ladies of RHOA. You're not going to be on that show. You're not that kind of girl. She admitted today, well, they wouldn't let me be on the show because I probably be a pistol girl too because I can't read. No, they're not going to let you be on the show because you're not one of them girls. You can't afford to play with them girls. What you going to do, get a loan from Candy to hang out with them? You can't afford to play with them girls. You're not one of them girls. That's number one. But you definitely, you sniffing around for something. Now, what I'm starting to see and what I'm starting to think, Jesse, it's starting to look to Auntie like you use the fact that you have been in proximity with Candy and Kenya and them at the Renaissance and they let you come to Shamia house for that party. You trying to use that proximity to give validity to Brittany's lies. Let me find out why you talking about something. I have it on good authority. Let me find out your good authority is Brit Eady. Because we know you'll do anything to say you got something exclusive. We seen you talking about people stealing tea like people can steal tea. Tea can't be stolen, honey. Tea can't be stolen. Once you spill it, it's spilled. And anybody can repeat it. Hey, Ali, thank you for being 108. That's number one. Because she was talking about today, she going to talk about the other housewife that tried to get Ming Lee on the show. Common sense say it was Candy. Because that's who's cool with her, Candy and Kenya. So if Kenya was one, Candy had to be number two. It don't take rocket science to say that. It don't take rocket science to figure that out. That's the first part, right? But I'm going to say it over here for the members because y'all keep stealing my tea. First of all, tea can't be stolen, baby. Once you spill it, it's spilled. And once it's out there and somebody, it's like a game of telephone. Gossip is like a game of telephone. Once it's put out there, somebody going to repeat it. Eventually, somebody's going to hear it 3-4 times down the line and they not going to know where it originated. So ain't nobody stealing no tea. They repeating what they heard from somebody who heard it from somebody who heard it from somebody. But when she started talking about her reliable source and it was Ming Lee, now it's starting to make a little more sense why she's breaking her neck to not only push this narrative for Brit Eady that Kenya was hazing her, Kenya was shading her about a ring when only thing Kenya did was respond to a conversation that Brit Eady started when she was talking about divorces. Y'all don't remember that? Like, if I'm tripping, let me know. If I'm tripping, please let me know. Because that conversation was started by Brit Eady. Brit Eady was the one who said, it's the housewives, but everybody's getting divorces. Well, how many divorces we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the only thing Kenya was like, she noticed your big old rock and was like, okay, are you engaged? How does that turn you into she's shading you? You started the conversation, Leatherface. You did this. You. But now we got Jessie Wu pretending like she thought Kenya was shading her when she simply took part in a conversation that she didn't even start. She was just being social. For once, because Kenya is usually very offensive, but this time she absolutely was not. Then we get Jessie Wu lying on Ming Lee, and we just went over what was said. She done lied and said that this girl admitted to what Brit Eady accused her of, and it never happened. It never happened. Yep, she got an imaginary beef with Ming Lee because she crept with Rose after Ming's friend broke off the engagement. Right. Well, they was both digging under his big belly looking for meat. And so now, because you cross paths with her, you feel like it's got to be some competition there. And this girl has had to tell you to your face at least once that she don't have no problem with you. And you still holding on to it so much that you telling Jessie Wu, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I believe, not saying it's true. This is what I believe. Don't take it no deeper than that. I believe Brit Eady is the reliable source that Jessie Wu is quoting, saying that it was Ming Lee. It's you. Leatherface is the one told you that. And so that's why you pretending like you thought Kenya shaded that girl when she didn't. That's also why you're saying that Kenya hazed her when she didn't. We all watched it. She didn't. That's also why you lied on Ming Lee and claimed that girl admitted to what Brit Eady accused her of, when we just read what Ming Lee's response was, and she didn't. Meanwhile, she trying to shade Ming Lee, talking about somebody said you can't trust the whole name Ming Lee, a name from China. I don't care what you call yourself. I don't care what you call yourself and where you from. Either you lying or you not. You calling yourself Jesse Wu. Is your last name really Wu? Is you from China? Why are you Wu? I don't know about too many Woos from Haiti. You know what I'm saying? What does that mean? Because somebody give themselves a stage name or some kind of, name. That's like saying if you got on a wig, I can't trust you because you gave yourself a lace front. Or what about the fact, Jesse, that you walking around here with your face painted up? You're pasted up like you about to participate in a masquerade festival. Like, I don't know whether you're going to beat people with reeds or chase all the women off the road. But we don't say you can't be believed because you won't wear your real face. So she got to wear her real name to be believed. Girl, please stop. Then she goes on to compare her behavior to hers on Love and Hip Hop, because stuff happened behind the scenes that people don't get to see. Because I was on Love and Hip Hop and I threw a bottle at somebody, but they didn't show me apologize for that, and they were saying all kind of stuff. It don't matter what somebody say to you. You got a mouth, they got a mouth. There's never an excuse for using your hands when somebody else is using their mouth. If that person is not threatening you, they're not coming into your personal space, and you feel like they're about to touch you, you feel imminent threat, why are you getting violent? So, of course, you trying to liken yourself to her when you was over there on Mona Scott Young's show, and Mona didn't really care for you for whatever reason, and you was throwing bottles at people, and then talking about, but I apologized, and they didn't film the apology. Girl, just come on out the closet. Come on out the closet. Stop trying to spin stories for Brit Eady. Brit is one of the biggest, saddest, most pitiful liars we've ever seen. Biggest, saddest, and most pitiful. Hey, Bunny Gonzalez, this is ridiculous. You couldn't make it on Love and Hip Hop. You sure ain't gonna make it on RHOA. And it don't matter how much you sniff up under Brit Eady's behind. She hanging on by a thread. She probably only still there because according to you, that's why I was like, so who would have told her that she went and got a lawyer? Brit Eady. That's who told her she got a lawyer. Ali say Jesse's been stretching that one season of Love and Hip Hop Miami as a friend of into her being a reality TV expert. Right. I interned at a record label. That don't make me a record exec. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, she was for like one season. And she showed her tail. But now it's like it's starting to get way too obvious that you are trying to spin a narrative for Brit Eady. You trying to spin a narrative for Brit Eady. That's what you're doing. That's what it's giving. And making excuses for the threatening people with pistols and whatnot. It's pitiful. It's very pitiful. It's very pitiful. So now we got to circle all the way back around. Now, of course, Portia did another live. She didn't really give us nothing worth nothing, so I ain't even playing no audio. She just started talking about she felt bad for Brit after that fake scene with her up there crying with her husband. Fake crying, talking about all it was a video because she let her boyfriend, and when she was a teenager, record her singing karaoke, right? And doing some cam work in her 20s. Now, the audio proves that that's a lie, right? Why Portia would be saying she felt bad for her after that, I don't know. And then she talking about her husband and watching her husband and how he was being strong for her. That man literally said, oh, wow. Ended up telling her, yeah, don't worry about it. That man didn't look like he was being strong for her. That man looked like he didn't give a darn. He already knew she was a hoe and don't seem to be that concerned, which is a little concerning in and of itself, okay? So I thought that was interesting for her to say, and I guess, in my opinion, it looks like Portia's trying to, like, okay, if she's still on the show, let me try to help her minimize the gun threat. That's what it looked like to me. But it also appears that the person that I see working overtime to try to spin a narrative for Brit Eady is Jesse Wu. And while she keeps trying to keep herself front and center in this mess, it's like she wants to be the go-to person or the person that somehow has this inside information on this situation. So everybody should just trust what she says. Jesse, I submit that you a liar, because we just caught you lying on Ming Lee, and then you insinuated an untruth about Kenya. Because if you watch that episode, you know for a fact Kenya didn't even start that conversation. She just responded to what Brit Eady said about how many divorces there were. Like literally, that's all. And as for her saying there was no guns, like, do I need to play the audio again or the video again? Matter of fact, I'm gonna play the clip again for the hell of it. Just for the hell of it. Hey, Miss Irreplaceable. So I believe she was 18 or 19, but they knew saying teen people were gonna think she was underage. Well, the problem is, Miss Irreplaceable, that it wasn't old stuff. There may have been one thing maybe that was old, or one or two things, but the stuff as far as the Snapchat receipts from her and Yo Gotti, that was within the last 5 years. The emails from the person on Instagram who released the DMs where she was charging $1,400 a piece to sell her coochie, that was not from when she was no teenager. That was recent too. That was recent too. And the insurance fraud that was mentioned, that was recent too. So she's trying to make it all about that, and it's all about pictures. I still want to know what the insurance fraud was. Max say Bravo using Cynthia and Portia to clean up Brit. Yeah, and it ain't working. We're not buying it. I'm not buying it. And I know something happened with the insurance fraud for sure, because, hold on, when everything went on, let us not forget, before we go back to the audio and the video, let us not forget. Hold on. We're not gonna forget that Sheree knew something about the scamming too. So it was some scamming allegations. It wasn't just, oh, use a hoe, been a hoe, always a hoe. This was not a whole conversation. The whole stuff was the bulk of it, but something went on with that insurance fraud. Y'all see what Sheree said? Sheree was coming out the grocery store. Y'all remember that? And TMZ went trying to interview her or talk to her while she was pushing that cart that was darn near empty. And Brit Eady was like, TMZ in Atlanta, interesting. And Sheree Whitfield didn't make it no better. She said alleged scammers on housewives, interesting, and put a laughing emoji. Hey, T Monique. So no, we want to hear about this, the scamming and the insurance fraud. And as much as Miss Thing has been watching the internet, look at her responding to TMZ, just like she responded to Ming Lee, letting everybody know it wasn't her. You responding to the internet. Why you didn't respond after Sheree told us that she heard that you was an alleged scammer on the housewives? Where was your response to that, Miss Pistols? Pistol Pete, where was your response to the alleged scammers on housewives being interesting? Where was your response to that, Pistol Pete? That's all I want to know. I mean, if anything you was going to respond to, it really should have been that, shouldn't it? Oughtn't it? I mean, I would think so, right? Why would you make it your business to talk about her talking to TMZ, but you can't say, because her talking to TMZ, that wasn't about you. That wasn't about you. But this right here was definitely about you. Where's your response, Brit Eady? Mind you, hold on. Here go her twin. Y'all got to see her twin again. Whoop, there it is. And then we go right back to here. That was in direct response to whatever the hell Kenya said about her committing insurance fraud. I still say that's why she was so angry with Angela Oakley, asking if they were going to take your license, what was the cause? They cannot just take your license for nothing. This is what we need to know about right here. This is what we need to know about right here. This is what I'm interested in right here. While they trying to minimize gun threats and trying to whittle everything down to you singing karaoke as a teenager and doing cam work in your 20s when you was sending Yo Gotti pictures of your coochie within the last 5 years and selling your cat for $1,400 a wop. That all that was recent stuff. That was not high school. That was not your 20s. Hooker, literally. So now we got to go back to the audio and the video because some people just getting here. So we're going to go back to the audio and the video. For this lying heifer. I'm sick of her already. You know, I can't stand liars, and she's making us work too hard. Why we got to always clock your lies? I don't know. Somebody said she was worse than Drew, and I'm not sure. I've heard that people and Drew with the lies, and I'm really not sure. I can't say she is, but I can't swear that she's not. Can't swear to it. Let me share this screen so y'all can hear it for yourselves. Hey, Aaliyah, Brittany. Ali say Brit is an insurance agent for Allstate. Wait a minute. She's an insurance agent for Allstate. She's scamming people with these classes when the parent company already trains their agents with the same material. Ooh, Ali, where you get that from? Where you get that from? I need that. Inbox me, email me, Instagram. Email is right on the screen. Reach Seanitra at Outlook. Give it to me because I need that. Wait a minute. Renee say, not lying for her. She's worse than Drew. Drew is fun lies. The girl is psychotic crazy. Ain't nothing fun about Drew. Drew is a creep. It's on her LinkedIn. Girl, I'm going to see if I can find it. A said, I think Brit might be worse because her lies are darker than everyone else's. She's unhinged for this level of TV. Well, you know, Mia Thornton tells some dirty, low-down, dark lies too now. Hey, I know that's right, pretty girl. Glad you're here. Now, let's share this screen. Hold on. Angela, she all right. You know, she have her moments because she be lying a little bit, but she ain't turned. I don't really like her yet, but she on the teeter-tot. She on the teeter-tot. She on the teeter-totter. Okay, so let's share this here. Hold on. Okay. Let me pull my face all the way to the bottom. Ooh, Ali. Girl. You know what? You always been my kind of girl. You always have been, Ali. I just gotta give it to you. You always been my kind of girl. So this is what she said. Listen.
Yeah.
Every time. And I keep my pistol with me always.
You heard her?
Yeah.
Every time. And I keep my pistol with me always. Always.
Security that's at the gas.
Let's run it back. Laid up there on that man couch looking stank.
Yeah.
Every time. And I keep my pistol with me always. Always.
Security that's at the gas station?
I only go to gas stations that have security there. I only go to the same gas stations if I'm in the city.
Yeah.
So it's like,
yeah.
Every time. And I keep my pistol with me always. Always.
Security that's at the gas station?
I only go to gas stations that have security there. I only go to the same gas stations if I'm in the city.
Y'all, what is going on with them baby hairs? Them teenage hairs? What's going on with them teenage hairs? What is really going on with them teenage hairs? I know we ain't here for that. But she say she keep her pistol on with her all the time. I keep my pistol with me all the time. All the time. I always have my pistol with me. I keep my pistol with me all the time. Y'all heard her? Ain't that what she said? Is this not the same girl that say she don't have one? Ain't this the same girl say she don't have one? Isn't this her? Is that not what we heard her and her adult hair say? That she keep it with her all the time? Is that not what we heard? Is that not it? Is that not what's going on? So I'm looking at this LinkedIn, Ali, and she say that the insurance masterclass, the 6 M's to millions, in the master course, Brit Eady is going to, hold on, let's child, well, we may as well just go on and be messy then. Let's go on and get into all this. Aaliyah Brittany say that's what my ears heard. So, so basically, according to her own mouth and her adult hairs, hey, Shine Bright, she keeps her pistol on her all the time. That is what she said. That's what she said. I didn't say it. She said. Brilliante Morgan, welcome, honey. Thank you for being like number 113. Anybody new, please put FTL in the chat so we can welcome you for first time live. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now we're going to slip and slide over here to the audio from Kenya from that faithful day, so we can hear what Kenya said, because it was apparently what Kenya showed them people was a whole lot more than singing karaoke as a teenager and Cam working her 20s. And we gonna go to the source at the time of the event. You understand me? And we're gonna listen to this audio. Yes, we are. We're gonna listen to this audio. And then we're going to decipher for ourselves if that's all that was shown. Because Kenya is talking about some recent stuff. Kenya Moore is talking about some recent stuff when she was spraying this girl, because she sprayed the hell out of her. Now, y'all listen to this. Turn your sound up. Turn it up.
You are paying for all of that. Brittany does escort. There's an IG who put her emails out on that. She charges $1,400.
She said Brittany does escort. There's an IG who put her emails on blast. Let me run it back so y'all can hear her. Listen very carefully to what Kenya is saying that she's showing these people.
You are paying for all of that. Brittany does escort. There's an IG who put her emails out on that. She charges $1,400 for appointment.
$1,400 for appointment. So she's selling monkey for $1,400 a wop, is what Kenya says is in the emails from the person on Instagram who put her on blast. So, you know, this is recent stuff. This is not no teenage and in my 20s doing cam work. Cam work does not equal selling monkey for $1,400 a pop. That is not cam work. I know I have friends and acquaintances who have done and some are still doing cam work. That do not equal $1,400 a wop. It don't. That's getting on the camera and doing whatever it is y'all girls be doing. But $1,400 to slang cat, that is something different. And that's what Kenya is saying. She has the emails that the person on Instagram put on blast. Okay, keep going.
Emails out on blast. She charges $1,400 for appointment. You not only a hoe, you a cheap.
Now that's when she called her a cheap hoe. I told y'all I will not call that cheap. I'm gonna say it's budget friendly. It's budget friendly. Okay, let's not call it cheap. It's not $40. Budget friendly.
You all covers the magazines being a thigh.
She say covers of magazines being thoughts is what also some of the items that she's showing.
You all of those. Okay. You over here on Snapchat. Your daddy was like Snapchat me that pussy and you did.
She said, and you was over on Snapchat, and Yo Gotti asked her to Snapchat him her coochie, and she did. Now, those are the things that Kenya Moore is exposing to them people. It was not no, oh, I did it in as a teenager and then a 20-year-old. This is recent stuff. Right, Amanda K. That's a nice way to say it's inexpensive. Just inexpensive. Don't call it cheap. Inexpensive. Inexpensive. That's all. That's all. We ain't got to call a girl cheap. It's not $40. Shout out to the $40 girls too. You know, people got to pay like they weigh. They got to charge like what they got. Okay. All right. You got to be fair to people. I believe in being fair to people. Ain't nothing wrong with being fair. I think it's nice to be fair. All right. Because we finna pull up this LinkedIn. That's what we about to do. Let me just tell y'all up front what we getting ready to get into. We about to pull up this LinkedIn. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. That's a shame. That's a shame because we shouldn't even have to be doing this. But this is what happens when people lie. When you lie, then we can't trust nothing you're saying, and we gotta, at this point now we got to look into stuff because you won't stop lying. It's unfortunate. So let's share the screen, honey. Let's share the screen. Right. Ali said there's no certifications or degrees of any kind on her page. Not a one. Yep. That's right. Shout out to the lot lizards. Monkeys matter. That's right. Everybody got to eat. DS says she handing out coupons. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Maybe there's a military discount or something. I don't know. But shout out to the girls. If you selling, even if you selling your tail, you're not stealing from nobody. In my opinion, you ain't hurting no. It's a victimless crime. Okay. Miss Irreplaceable say, wasn't Brit auditioning to be on a reality show? Child, we done covered that. You got to check the old lives. Yep, we showed the footage and everything. She wanted to be on the Playmate magazine reality show with Stevie J as the whole wrangler. We covered that. Kelly Dream said Timu, not Timu Coochie. Now, come on. We'll do it fall apart. Let me not ask. A say, I believe the address for her business is also a Staples address or something like, you know what? What DS, where you at? See, DS talking about coupons. DS, you need to go in there for 32.6 seconds and take A with you. He is to do 19.7 seconds in the reflection cone. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay. And Renee say Bravo wasn't expecting the people would clock their lies. Now they have to expose Brit. If Kenya was hazing Brit, production would have shown all them footages. Yep, because production don't like Kenya. And especially now that they're trying to spin a narrative, they would have showed that. That's okay. We finna share the screen. We got to look at this LinkedIn. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. We do. Mm-hmm. We finna look at it, too. We finna look at it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We shouldn't even have to be doing all this. This is what happens when you lie all the time. See, y'all don't even care about the reflection corner. A talking about they can go hand in hand. Him and DS finna hold hands and skip off to the reflection corner. Hey, Vet. I don't know why y'all so bad. It's bad. Oh, Lord. Quiet Storm say, let us find out Brit on one of them QR codes on the ground in Midtown Atlanta. She better not be on no QR code. Not her mama telling people they classy. Vet, thank you for being 118, sis. So let's get into this here LinkedIn. Since Ali pointed us in this direction, let's take a look. I like when we can look, right on in there. So you supposed to be Miss Superstar Insurance Agent. You ain't got but 49 connections. Okay, now about. She don't say that she sell insurance on about, y'all. It don't say that. Y'all see what that say? Y'all see what the about say? Look now. I tried to make my head as small as possible so y'all could see this. You see that, right? It say, I teach insurance agents how to scale to 6 and 7 figures. You, ma'am, you ain't saying that you selling insurance, but you saying And she ain't got but 79 followers on here. But you know, Miss Insurance Star Extraordinaire. But she says, Brit Eady, the insurance masterclass, the 6 M's to millions. In this master course, Brit Eady is going to teach how to launch a successful career as an insurance agency owner. She will share how she did it and why she did it and personally guide you. So she's selling classes. So she out here selling dreams. She another Sabrina Peterson. Y'all remember Sabrina Peterson? That's the one that lied on T.I. and Tiny, and now they done sued her and she owed that money because she lost and can't pay. So she's saying her experience is she worked for Allstate full time for 3 years, 3 years and 4 months from 2020 to 2023. So that's her experience. From 2020 to 2023, she worked for Allstate, so she say. Then she says she sold her business. Now, from my understanding, when it comes to insurance, you're selling your book of business. And like insurance agents, you can purchase somebody else's book of business. If they build up a clientele, you can buy their book of business and you can, you know, sell your book of business. So for over 3 years, you sold your book of business. You didn't make no millions and millions of dollars selling no book of business for 3 years unless you started off with a book that you bought from somebody else. Like, where did that even come from? Hey, Renee Gant. Then out of them 3 years of experience, only three years of experience, now you selling classes to something that you only been doing for 3 dadgum years. Okay, you dreaming right now, say she thinks she done scammed her sisters too. She scammed somebody. You ain't been doing it for 3 years. How the hell are you teaching classes on it? So let's keep going. A mess. Let's see if there's any recent activity, any activity. Nothing. So no activity on the LinkedIn. She just using that to try to sell them classes where she's selling dreams to people. Okay. Ain't nothing under about other than I teach insurance agents how to scale to 6 and 7 figures. Ma'am, they don't want to sell coochie. That child got she got a strange situation with her hairlines. It's like she tried to put the lace over here and try to pull a part of her hair out on that side. I don't know what she's doing, but she needs to stop. That needs to stop right now. Stop in the name of love. And we'll have to switch what we're sharing in 1 second. We got to switch out because it's showing this, but we hit the link. It took us to another one. So let's stop this one and let's grab the other one because we not letting it go. Now, Yolanda, people been paying for coochie with Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal for a long time now. Square readers too. And food stamps. I'm just saying. Okay. Now, here we go. Ain't nobody joining no mailing list. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. So now we getting down to it. And I'm not even coming at her real hard for scamming like this because there's a whole lot of them girls in Atlanta scamming just like this. Sabrina Peterson was scamming people talking about Glam University, having people paying $600 for a sleepover with her and stuff. And then the people say she wasn't even showing up and wasn't even going through with the mess. So now this is what she offering them people, y'all. Look what it say. Brit Eady presents the insurance masterclass, $495. So she want people to pay her $500 for a class with information that they can get just by, working for Allstate. Okay, but she telling them this is going to help them make 6 and 7 figures. They could make that on their own. I know somebody making that right now. Ready to jumpstart your career in the insurance industry. Look at her. She looked like she doing an infomercial. Look at her. And I ain't gonna turn the sound on. You know we don't like her voice, but you could tell she full of crap. And why she always look like she's smelling something? I'm an insurance agent. Are you? Because you say all you do is teach classes. Look at her, girl. Y'all, she doing all the infomercial stuff. I went from being the talent to being an entrepreneur. Y'all, she forgot how she told us she got into it. She said she got into it because her daddy died with no insurance. And they had to do, I'm going to have to turn the sound up, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm turning the sound up. We got to hear this. We got to hear this, baby. Yes, we do. Y'all ready? I'm turning the sound up. Are y'all ready? Oh, child. Oh, this is funny. Not Bunny with the popcorn. Yes, listen. Let's let her go, child. Let's let her go. Let her cook. Listen.
Hi, I'm Brit Eady, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm an
Kenya, not Kenya, but Portia said you from Roswell. You sure?
insurance agent. I opened up an all-state insurance agency, and I killed it. I started from a background.
Not getting out the car. Y'all know them infomercials always show them little Asian dudes getting out of cars and standing by blondes in bikinis. Look, well, she gonna do her own bikini shot. Go on, Brit.
And modeling, entertainment. So I went from being the talent to now being the entrepreneur. And
that ain't what you told us on the show, Brit. You said you started selling the life insurance because your daddy didn't have no insurance because he switched jobs, and y'all had to do a GoFundMe to put him in a pine box. Y'all didn't sell chitlin dinners. Y'all ain't go to the pastor them at your daddy church and say, can y'all help out? Y'all didn't go to the county so the county could bury him. Y'all did a GoFundMe is what you said. And that's why you started selling insurance. And that was going to be something you and your sisters could have. Now that's what you said. Hey, beautiful black, put a 1 in the chat if y'all remember her saying that. Now she telling them people she went from being the talent to an entrepreneur Negro. Okay, that's what she said. I'm putting the 1 in the chat because I heard her say it was because of her daddy. If you heard her say she went into insurance because of her daddy, please put a 1 in the chat. That's all I'm asking humbly. Okay, I see the ones, but you see how she lying to these people? Okay, telling them to give her $500. I'm gonna tell you a lie. Give me $500. Uh-huh. Okay, let's let her keep going.
being able to do that is making sure your mind is in the right place, making sure you can focus.
And why was she inside a car dealership? She think people stupid. I'm running this back. She in a car dealership. Let me turn the sound back off. Y'all, we all know her voice is annoying. But look at this. Where would you be that cars are just sitting behind you? That's a car dealership. Trying to fool people into thinking if they give her $500, they're just gonna have cars sitting in a car in a car dealership showroom. Look at the cars behind the child and the cars out the door. That's a dealership. I'm gonna teach you how to put everything in line. Listen.
You how to separate yourself from everybody else. While everybody's all going left, we going right. We're not doing what everybody else is doing. This course is for the entrepreneurs, the doers, the 9-to-5ers that are sick and tired of doing the same thing over and it's not working. I'm here to help you get to the finish line. Make this about you. Don't give up on you. Be ready to be a better version of yourself. It's gonna be hard. Nobody.
So wait a minute. When was you gonna be the better version of yourself? Because you was doing all this telling them people to give you $500. Look at her. She got the button. Purchase now. Brit, you need your behind toe up. This lady is the same lady. Hold on. Because we got to talk about this. Listen, I can't take these people serious. This is why I don't like nobody. This is why I don't like nobody. In case anybody was wondering, like I said, we got weirdos in my replay comments talking about why so mean. I'm not mean. I just don't like these lying hoes. This right here is why I don't like nobody. I just want to be very clear. In case you was wondering why I don't like people, this is why I don't like people. It's all the lies. It's the lying. If people would stop that line, I wouldn't dislike people as bad as I do. This is the same lady, the same one, talking about you could be a better version of herself. Hey, Relisha Owens says, that really her husband? Baby, we don't know. Could be, could be not. We know she lied. And he looked like he'll tell one too. Let's switch up, because I want y'all to understand. This right here, same lady. Same lady. The same lady trying to sell these people a dream, talking about they're gonna be the best version of themselves. You was doing all that when was you gonna be the best version of you? Because this was recent too. Just like that stuff Kenya was putting out on her was recent, while she talking about some teenage and Cam working in her 20s. Well, maybe that ain't the only thing that was recent. No, you was selling your monkey for $1,400 a wop, and then she let everybody know that Yo Gotti asked for a picture of your privates, and you sent it to him on the Snapchat, on the Snapper chat. Okay, now she up here telling people she gonna make them the best version of themselves. But when she gonna be the best version of herself? When she gonna be the best version of herself? Penthouse magazine reality show. When you gonna be the best version of yourself, man? When? Why? How? Who?
Partnered up with Penthouse Magazine, the president or the owner. No. And I'm doing the first reality television show, and it's called Penthouse Pets. You know what I'm saying? We'll find the next Penthouse Pets, 8 of them, 8 cities. 8 mansions. You know what I'm saying? 20 to 30 ladies each.
So I'm gonna have my whip.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Look at her. I'm gonna have my whip. But then, mind you, this the same girl that Portia sat up there eating Church's chicken, talking about. When she said whip, I think she meant a car. Couldn't have been, because this time she said whip again, and she did the whip action. So was that a car? Which car you drive like this? Let me know. You know, Auntie getting old. Which car do we drive like this? In the chat, anybody want to tell me? It's Stevie J. Stevie, you always said you go take me, you go send me back to the club, Stevie. I don't want to go back to the club, Stevie. This is when she had dreams of being the next Jocelyn Hernandez. So when was she going to be the best version of herself? When? I'm just wondering when. She going to be the best version of herself. This is the person. This is the person that they want us to believe is so upstanding that she would not threaten to shoot somebody even though we heard it. This is the person they trying to convince us is pure as the driven snow, and she only made a mistake as a teenager singing karaoke and doing cam work in her 20s. Meanwhile, Kenya exposed that she was selling her monkey for $1,400 a wop and sending pictures of said cat to Yo Gotti on Snapchat within the last 5 years. And while she's online trying to scam people for $500 a piece, thank you, saying that she's gonna help them be the best version of themselves, she was simultaneously sitting with Stephen Jordan, the same one who was trying to steal Faith Evans' money to snort powder with, talking about she gonna be the whole wrangler on Penthouse magazine reality show. This is the person that we supposed to believe is so broken up because everybody knows she a hoe. It don't look like she was hiding it to me. I don't think she was hiding it. Right, Bunny, over there with Sleezo. Yep, life partner gang, special sauce. Ain't that all? What else Stevie be saying? His beefcake, talking about his beefcake. Let me find out she was playing with Stevie's beefcake. But this is the person. This is the person that Jesse Wu is out here campaigning and lying for. This is the person that Portia's low-key trying to cover for. This is the person that Andy Cohen them is lying for, talking about they did an investigation. You couldn't, because this whole said that she always got her pistol with her, and we heard her say it multiple times tonight. We replayed the clip. We replayed the clip, honey. This is the person. And let me look up one more thing before we slide up out of here. All right. So we're going to go to Google because I'm going to tell you something else that don't make no sense to me. While we got, again, bird brains like Jesse Wu trying to cover for Brit Eady. Let me just say this, Brit Eady, baby, let me hold your hand. Let auntie hold your hand when she say this. Next time you want to get somebody to do a campaign to cover for you, to come up with cover stories, dig a little deeper in your pocket. If you can't do no better than Jesse Wu, don't do it. Don't do it. Because she up there talking about, well, plus she scrubbed the internet. So how could it be on the internet? Now we're going to take a look at what the internet says about this so-called scrubbing. I already told y'all you don't get everything, but we're going to share the screen again. I'm just tired. I'm tired of the line and I'm tired of the mess. Next time you want to pay somebody to cover for you, dig deeper in your pockets. You got to be able to do better than Jesse Wu. You got to be able to do better than Jesse Wu. All she doing is coming out here singing a few notes, piling on that Mary Kay like it's life support, and telling sad jokes about Ming Lee having a fake Asian name while she wearing a whole fake face and somebody else's hair. But whatever. Let's share the screen. Next time, Brit, next time, dig a little deeper in your pocket. So let me pull my head down to the bottom, try to make this as big as possible where y'all can see what Google is actually saying. Okay. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. Now, hopefully that helps a bit. Thank you, Matt. But, people trying to use that as a means to, as the children say, shoot her some bail. I don't do bail. I don't do bail. I do the truth. So now let's get down to it. Just a simple question. Just ask the internet and they'll go ahead and tell you what's going on. So we're going to look at the first thing, which is the AI response, right? And they said, because I just simply asked, is it possible for information to be left after a scrub? The AI overview says, yes, it's highly probable that some information will remain online. Not possible, but highly probable that some information will remain online even after paying for data removal services. The internet is vast and information is open, cached, archived, or replicated across multiple platforms, making complete erasure virtually impossible. I want everybody to type the words virtually impossible in the chat. Because see, apparently this slow motion, hold on, get it. Virtually impossible. Virtually impossible. Let me type it right because I thought I hit a T. Virtually impossible, right? So it's virtually impossible for you to remove everything. It just ain't possible, sugar. It just ain't possible, sugar. While you sitting up, you tell them stories to somebody slow as you. This is why. The next time you want somebody to help you cover a story and spin a narrative, you better come up with more than $75.16 to pay Jesse Wu. The next time you want to pay somebody to spin a narrative for you and tell a pack of lies and cover your tracks, come up with more than $75.16. Next time. But we ain't done. No, because that'll be too easy. We're going to go through the more detailed information as to why these people are saying that it's virtually impossible. Not to mention over here on Quora, there's a whole article where it's saying from May 7th of 2020, there isn't any service that's able to delete all information about an individual from the hundreds of thousands of locations. But why complete removal is difficult? Caching and archiving. We're going to read it because I'm tired of people lying, and it's really irritating me and pissing me off. Y'all know lies make me itch. Caching and archiving. Websites and search engines often cache and archive information, making it difficult to instantly remove or completely. Third-party services. Your information might be stored in databases of third-party services, e.g., data brokers, that you may not even have interacted with directly. Public records. Public records like voter registration data or property records are often searchable online and may not be easily removed. Social media. Deleting content from social media platforms doesn't always guarantee its removal from archives or other platforms that may have linked to it. Screenshots or resharing. Individuals might have saved screenshots or shared your information, making it difficult to track down and remove all of the copies. Deep web and dark web. Information on the deep web or dark web is particularly difficult to remove, and some services may not even address this. What can you do? Let's get into it, because some of y'all might have these issues. I hope y'all ain't got no nasty stuff out there, but this is what they're saying. You can use data removal services such as Incogni, Delete Me, and others can help you remove your information from people's search websites, data brokers, and other databases, but they cannot guarantee complete erasure. Let's put that in the chat, because apparently slow motion hoes don't get it. They cannot guarantee complete erasure. Ain't that something? They cannot guarantee complete erasure. They can't. They cannot guarantee complete erasure. Ain't that something? How she's going on. I paid for that, so there's no way she can. Well, according to the people who know more than you, slow motion, your only education has been at the head of someone's phallus. The people who are actually educated are telling you that it's absolutely possible. The next thing that you can do, according to the smart people, is contact websites directly. You can request the removal of information from specific websites where you have previously provided the data. Mind you, you got to contact the places where you know it is, but the places that you don't know, good luck contacting them because you don't know about them. They say you can also utilize privacy enhancing tools. Consider using VPNs and HTTPS proxies to encrypt your data and protect your privacy. Well, that would have had to be done beforehand, wouldn't it? Ain't that something? Be mindful of your online footprint. Well, too late for that, y'all. Too late for that, smart people. They said avoid sharing too much personal information on social media or other platforms. That would include sending pictures of your coochie to your gotti on Snapchat. And they said you can also stay vigilant. Regularly check for your information online and take steps to remove it if you find it. Well, that just shoots her whole story and her partner in crime, Jesse Wu situation all to hell, doesn't it? Well, she scrubbed it, so ain't no way, King, you could have got it offline. You want to tell that lie again? You want to tell that lie again? Let's go back to what Ming Lee said to her. See, this is what she should have been doing. See, this is how I know she a slow motion hoe. This is how I know. She's a good old slow motion hoe. Let's go on and get her together. Now, this is proof to me that she's slow motion. See, instead of lying on Ming Lee, she should have been calling her to say, girl, I know I done, acted up with you in the past or whatever, and you might have had to tell me off. But can you please tell me what the information is? Because Ming said, and I quote, contrary to what Jessie Wu is going around spreading for Brit Eady, because she's spreading it for Brit Eady. That's her reliable source, in my opinion. She claimed that Ming Lee agreed with Brit Eady, which she didn't. What she told that girl was, I don't have a problem with you. This is an excerpt. Like I said to your face, and I would never leak or share any pictures or videos of you, period. You had a past, so what? Just tell everybody your hoe got deleted and you're married now. FYI. And that image from the video is still on the internet. Listen to what Ming is telling us. See, Ming was still being a good homegirl, a good girl in this moment. Because she didn't have to tell this whore nothing. Not in you online defaming me, lying, saying that I told you I did something when I didn't. Not then. Ming was still trying to drop hints to tell her how to help herself. Listen to what she said. She said, I would never leak or share any pictures of or videos of you, period. You had a past, so what? Just tell everybody your hoe got deleted and you married now. FYI, this is for your information. The image from that video is still on the internet. She telling you, baby, you might have paid for a scrub, but you didn't get them all because it's still on the internet. She said it's still on the internet as we speak. So while you online trying to implicate this girl, you big dumb leather-faced clown, you should have been inboxing her, said, girl, I'm so sorry. Can you please tell me what site it is so you can have somebody contact that site to take your information now? Now, that's what you should have did if you were smart. But if you were smart, you wouldn't have been selling your coochie for $1,400 a wop. That ain't what smart girls do. By the by. Smart girls also don't go on LinkedIn to sell insurance courses that people can get from Allstate for $500. Smart girls also don't go on reality shows knowing that they committing any type of fraud and get in front of a camera. Smart girls also don't threaten people with pistols and then turn around and cry victim when somebody digs up your dirt and lays it all out on Front Street. See, the things that Brit is doing is not smart girl stuff. The smart girl would have called Ming and begged her pardon immediately. She should have called Ming Lee and said, girl, I beg your finest pardon. I'm so sorry. I know I was wrong. I'm so sorry. I was wrong. I know I was wrong. My bad, girl. Can you tell me what site it's on? Because this girl just told you to your face that what Kenya had, the image from the video Kenya had, came from the internet, and it's on the internet as we speak. But instead of this dummy asking Ming where it was at, please tell me, beg her pardon after you done told Jessie Wu to lie on her, and then you come online doubling down on the lie because you thinking you done figured it out, Inspector Gadget. You obviously ain't that bright, dummy. Miss $500 for insurance courses that people can get from Allstate. You thinking you done played button, who's got the button, and sent Jessie Wu out here on a dummy mission because between the two of y'all, you ain't got 3 brain cells. And then when the girl cleared her name, like, girl, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You come in doubling down, you going to make her be the issue. Because of a conversation where she told you, I don't have no problem with you. And I ain't give Kenya nothing. And if I did, it would have been the stuff from my phone. And what Kenya had is on the internet. It was from the internet, and it's on the internet right now. Instead of her going to ask Ming Lee where it was at, what she do? Stupid. Telling people you scrubbed the internet, and we just covered it. That's just not possible. It ain't. It's virtually impossible, according to the smart people, which she's not. So that's where we at, y'all. That's really what's going down. That's how it's happening. And it's unfortunate, but we unfortunately have a big liar on the show. This one I think is worse than Drew, because Drew is a liar. She's gross. She's creepy, but at least she ain't threatening to shoot nobody. At least she wasn't out there selling her tail and calling it insurance. I ain't never heard it called insurance before. Definitely not doing no insurance fraud. We definitely want to know what the rest of the scamming was. If it was just about the classes, if it was more to it, we want to know the rest of that. But we also want to know, Andy Cohen, what you gonna do? Because we done clocked her tea and yours too. We, the people, would like to know how y'all plan to rectify this. I'm asking for everybody. How y'all plan to rectify this? Because this is a mess. For the record. For the record. I'm just saying. Okay. So yeah, that's what we got for tonight. As per normal, you know we will be back as the gossip permits. Okay. So if in fact, now let me ask this. Do y'all want the StreamYard? If anybody got something to say, I definitely want to hear you out. I don't want to just shut you down and can't nobody talk. If y'all got something to say, let me know. If not, we finna roll. I'm just telling you that now. Oh, and shout out to little Glorilla and little Megan the Stallion, little Megan Pete. Okay, little Gloria Hallelujah. They did their thing out there at Coachella. Glow was as cute as a button. And Megan brought out Sierra, you know, also who also has very good knees. I think the little girl, what's her name? Oh, what's her name? The one with the I Look Good song. Who I can't remember her name. And then she brought out Queen Latifah, and that was phenomenal. So shout out to those two young ladies. They're just absolutely adorable and they doing their thing. So shout out to them. And y'all pray for Aubrey and his wig that they break up soon because we're all traumatized over it. Okay. So y'all know what time it is. If you did not hit the like button on the way in, I'm gonna have to ask you to please hit the like button on the way out. Okay, hit it on the way out. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, because you know we are happy to have you here. And if you want to join channel membership and put the crown by your name like our girl Totally Tammy, okay, there's a join button beneath the video and a membership link in the description box. Also in that description box, we have the link to our merchandise store so you can get your crown gear and rep for the royal family. We got the link to our Amazon storefront so we can all shop together for our own individual homes. I have the link for my Amazon wish list in case you want to send me some more notebooks, because you know I burn through them. Ballpoint pens, snacks, goodies, all that good stuff. Ooh, I still have my it's the Great Swedish Fish, I think. Great Sour Patch, whatever they are, the great gummies, them things are so good. The last ones I think Bianca sent me, but yeah, all those goodies are on there. So if you want to support, I appreciate you. Thank you to the super chat that I got earlier. I believe that was from A. And thank y'all for your likes, your bubbles, all that good stuff. We got the link also in there for my book, Little Girl, Big World, which is a survival guide for girls leaving home for the first time. Because we don't want our daughters turning into Brit Eady. Like that's a non-starter, okay? So make sure that every little girl you know gets her copy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So listen, this has been a great Monday. I had a good time laughing and kicking with y'all a little bit, getting our gossip on, digging into these people's business. I enjoyed y'all's company. I hope you enjoyed mine. And as always, be positive, be productive. Make sure you encourage others and encourage yourself. And in case no one else says it to you, please remember, God loves you, I love you, and it ain't nothing you can do about it. Talk to you later, okay? Bye.